More upsetting news on the trade front rolling in, with Korea's exports on a downward spiral for the longest period ever. However, the pace of decline in May slowed to its lowest level so far this year. Kim Min-ji points out some of the positive points.
Korea's exports took another dive in May, extending the downward trend to a record 17th straight month. The Trade Ministry said outbound shipments fell 6% from a year ago to $39.8 billion. But what's noteworthy is that the pace of decline was the slowest since November of last year. Exports have posted double-digit drops every month this year, with the exception of March.
Despite weak external conditions, there was a turnaround in exports of computers, home appliances and petrochemicals, and the rate of decline slowed in shipments of semiconductors and auto parts.
Imports tumbled 9.3% on year to $32.7 billion, also falling for the 17th straight month. With that, the trade surplus in May came to $7.1 billion, extending the surplus streak to 52 months. The ministry says, however, there are signs that the country's exports are on a recovery track. For instance, the volume of exports rose for the second straight month in May, and the average daily export value also hit a high for this year. Although a possible rate hike in the U.S. and the outcome of the OPEC meeting stand as uncertainties for June, experts say there may be light at the end of the tunnel in the second half of the year.
Although it may be difficult to achieve positive growth in annual terms, there may be months in the second half that could post plus growth. This is due to oil prices slowly recovering and exports to advanced markets like the US and the EU also improving.
Government efforts to boost exports is important. It also comes down to individual companies to develop more consumption goods that can become export items, as many countries are turning to prop up domestic demand. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.